taken a second in the Quarter Premier League in Shanghai just last couple of months ago.
This is going to be a good match too. Gong Li, somebody you see who really has a unique style. You'll see good kicks from her. Body kicks, head kicks, spin kicks. She's got that capacity. And I think Sylvia is going to demonstrate again, like we were talking earlier, the good decision making, especially Italy as a country. They make good decisions. They train them in. They ingrain them into their athletes. You know, when to be looking for certain items.
And Italy have had many champions, world champions over the years. One of which will be joining us for commentary a little later, David Benatello, the chairman of the Athletes Commission. David's been instrumental in working for the World Karate Federation, getting ready for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and I'm sure we'll be able to share a lot of the thoughts and processes and how things are moving forward for next year.
Nice attacks, good counter. Gong Li and her coach discussed challenging that one. I think they decided not to.
So it's Sylvia Semiraro who takes the first Yuko score and the Senchu.
Again, and you can see that decision making, right? She presents a very strong front, one that's intimidating, and then finally when Gong Li makes an attack across, Sylvia's waiting on the other end for it. Oh my.
Not this time though, Gong Li.
Didn't we say that?
Who with that Yushiro Geri, the back kick.
Spin rear kick right to the body.
And now it is Gong Li who has the lead with 2 points to 1.
Might see some more of that later.
And we see now Semiraro having to change her tactics and become a little more offensive in her action. Gong Li tried the high kick. Semiraro couldn't quite get down, and she looks over at the coach. Another decision not to challenge.
Lots of time still though here. Only needs 1 point. You might see Italy playing pretty patient.
Jordan Mawashi, the roundhouse kick attempt there from Gong Li.
That looked like it got up there pretty well too.
Yes, it did. And the coach this time
penalized for signaling the coach.
Yes, she has, yes. She felt she'd scored, so she took the chance and asked her coach to put in that challenge.
Great natural kicker. We're able to see the video review here in a second. Really reaches with her hips. She initiates the kick from a distance that seems to be too far, but reaches with her hip.
Yes.
And that foot did make it up there.
It did indeed, and the score has been successfully challenged. So she has 5 points to 1 lead now with that Ippon. Semiraro is going to have to put a lot of pressure in there now. And she's successful in doing so. What a fantastic takedown to take an Ippon score. She's clawed back to just a 1 point deficit. If she can get one more, and she has a minute to do so, she still has the Senchu advantage.
Good demonstration. Again, decision making. She realizes that she has an opponent who's very talented kicker, likes to stand on 1 foot. The one weakness of that is being offset or off balanced or thrown to the floor.
She's going with the Chuna Mawashi. And Scimeraro has got her back in contention.
Gong Li needs 2 points.
Great technique, 6 points to 5 now she has. 38 seconds, this is turning into a cracking bout, which you predicted, Tom.
They're both thinking about Gong Li's spin rear kick. If she's going to try it again, if she's going to show it and go into something else. There it was. And at least forces red out of bounds. Now Italy's thinking about spin rear kick.
She is. Now, she won't lose the senchu because she's not within the last 15 seconds, but she is on Hansokachui. She can't afford to step off the tatami anymore. Senchu won't mean anything to her, then she'll be disqualified. Gong Li puts her under a lot more pressure. As we close into the last 9 seconds, it is a video challenge from the coach of Sylvia Scimeraro. Now, this may well be a tactical call just to slow things down.
It looked like it made good contact, but also slipped right past.
It did. This is an interesting situation because if the referee gives a contact, then it means the coach won't have lost his card. So this is really quite an important one. The technique didn't look so great on the image that we just saw, so it may not be good enough to score, but if it's a contact, then the coach still has a chance to use that card again in the last 9 seconds.
I can see the official over here has his hand on the no card. They're just going to wait and see what the official says here. Contact. So he gets to keep the card.
That's it.
Italy keeps the card.
There's no need for the technique to be rejected. There's
my goodness.
Brilliant, wow, what a fabulous technique from Gong Li. Up go the flags. Up goes the referee's arm for the Ippon. 8 points to 6.
She
Still
needs
3
2.
seconds. Scimeraro charges in. Gong Li steps back off the tatami. Still 1 second to go. Gong Li will now receive Hansokachui. No more opportunity for error here from Gong Li. Scimeraro will come straight off the line at her. In that last second, she tried to Shiro Geri.
Oh, that was close. Gong Li walking a fine line there on the out-of-bounds line.
There's a video challenge from her coach, who believes that that back kick would have scored. Now Gong Li will receive a Category 1 warning for that kick to the body.
She did a spin rear kick of herself, but she's just a little too over.
Where the kick is. Both go for the kick. Now this is a question of good form. Was it a Yoshiro Uramawashi or a Yoshiro Geri? And it was a Yoshiro Geri which missed, so it's not going to be accepted. And the win goes to China's Gong Li.
Fantastic match.
Brilliant.
Watch in these video review, watch Gong Li start the kick from really far. She lifts her front leg. And then she's going to reach with her left hip. I think all of these kicks were, or at least Gong Li's kicks were left leg lead. She extends with her hip.
If we could get an opportunity, if we can, to have a look at those wonderful techniques that was delivered here by the amazingly talented Gong Li from China. There's the Jodan Mawashi. That's the Jodan Mawashi reply from Scimeraro. And look at this attack coming out once more from Gong Li, setting up Scimeraro.